Is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Point it right. Hey, check 24, check 24. He's crashing. He's checking.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Big hold of the 30. Accelerating, and off he goes. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 52 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it.
From the gun, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready. D-minus 50. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We begin.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Gets past one man. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
General West. Ready.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Second and 11. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now Johnson. A little juke. And he's got room. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Go now. 10-2 stop. 56. Switch up, switch up.
Second and 2. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. David Johnson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Brings up second and 4 at the 23-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Real.
Mayfield to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Slam, slam.
Hurry, hurry. Watch out.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 38, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Safety's creeping. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Following the penalty, Chubb. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
180. Run.
Watch the screen. Mike 8.
Kings.
Switch.
Hurry.
Back. He's coming.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jannard Avery able to get him for a loss of about 3.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Hey, Charlie.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, let's get that ball, Pete. Let's get that ball. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Let's go.
2nd and 13. It's caught. Beckham. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, let's go. Switch.
Chopper.
2nd and 3. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hurry, slide.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike 50. 3 buzz.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, turn it up.
Shoot.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. On the return, Harris. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Check 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, check 24.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D.
Hurry, hurry!
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 8.
Hurry! King! Let's go!
Check.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go, set, 30 base. Hey, seam 6.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go. Watch twitch. Watch
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Pull it high.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. No. Check nickel.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 50.
Hey.
Use the mic.
Let's go.
2nd and 6. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike's 50. Come.
Look at me, zipper.
Mike's 50.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
61, matchbox light.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hey, orbit.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. So we got man. 56.
2nd and 4. Being chased out left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Achilles tracks, let's go.
Hey, Echo. Look, squeeze.
Back to throw now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, Delta.
SOS.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Down. 70, Indy. General West.
Check 13. Check
5.
A first down carry here for Johnson. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go. Now.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, 2.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Regular. I got it.
Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
180. Hey, 133.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
You draw quarter. Hurry.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Run. Real.
Mayfield looks to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Hey, alert!
A run for Nick Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Point it right.
Mayfield down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down.
Check. Lucky. Watch twits. Kill.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All day, baby. Let's go.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll give it to Chubb. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Tighten 6-6. Pull it high.
Tight dog.
You get it.
Johnson running right, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Ready. 18 games.
Get the ball.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The busy night continues for Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And if they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Johnson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Eagles, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road.
come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game. Blow your mind.
Ooh, why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. I'ma give it back. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Time flies, had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Brooklyn Bulls. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
On the ready.
55. Check. 55. Mike.
Watch the screen. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Rock it. Shoot.
First carry now for Justice Hill. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Hansen looking left side. He's got it. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the gun, Hansen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. On second down, it's Hill. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience.